Alright guys, so what we want to do today is we want to determine whether the functions that are given here are equivalent. Okay, so the first function we're given is y equals x squared plus 2x minus 5. And then we're given this graph here. Hopefully we all remember that this is a parabola. Now we need to determine if these two are equivalent. Essentially, is this the graph of that function? And what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to take random points that are given to us on this parabola, plug them in, and see if it works. So let's randomly choose a point. I'm going to start with this point here. Our point is positive 2, positive 3. And what I want to do is I want to plug that point back in to our function. So in this case, x equals 2, y equals positive 3. Again, I plug it into the function and see if it makes sense. So instead of y, I'm going to plug in 3 equals, instead of x squared, I'm going to plug in 2 squared. You say plus 2. Instead of the x, I'm going to plug in the 2. And then we have minus 5 at the end. We're going to go ahead and simplify that problem, see if it works out. So 3, you just bring down, you're not doing anything to it. 2 squared, that's 2 to the power of 2, or 2 times 2, which is 4. Plus 2 squared, which also is plus 4, minus 5. Let's simplify that. 4 plus 4 is 8. Bring down the minus 5. And then we simply say 3 equals 3. So good. It works out that way. But it's not so simple as just checking one point. We have to check at minimum 2 points. So let's check another one. Let's check this one here. That point there is negative 4, positive 3. In this case, x equals negative 4. Y is positive 3. Again, I'm going to go ahead and plug it back into this function here and see if it works out. Our function, once again, y equals x squared plus 2x minus 5. Instead of the y, I plug in 3 equals, instead of the x, I plug in negative 4. That's squared. Plus 2. Again, instead of the x, I plug in negative 4. Minus 5. We're going to simplify this. Nothing happens to the 3, so bring it down. Negative 4 squared, that's negative 4 times negative 4, which gives us positive 16. Here we have positive 2 times negative 4. A positive times a negative is a negative, so we're going to get negative 8. Bring down the minus 5. We simply simplify. 3 equals 16 minus 8. It's 8. Minus 5. And as we see, 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 equals 3, so we're good. Let's choose one last point, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have at minimum 3 points. Again, you need at least 3 points. I'm going to choose this point all the way down here. What points you choose does not matter. It's up to you. They're going to give you points. It's just a matter of which ones you want to choose. So I'm choosing this point here. Our point is -1, comma, -6. So in this case, we have x equals -1, y equals -6. We plug that back into our original equation. Again, instead of y, here's our original equation. Y equals x squared plus 2x minus 5. Instead of y, I plug in -6. Our equal symbol. Instead of x squared, I'm going to say -1 squared. Plus 2. Instead of x, I plug in -1 minus 5. We simplify this, see if the third point works. -6 equals -1 times -1 is +3. +1, sorry. I'm sorry. -1 times -1 is +1. See, made a mistake. I'm human. +2 times -1, -2. Bring down to -5. And we simply combine the -6, nothing happens to it. Here we have 1 minus 2. There are opposite signs, so we subtract. Carry the sign with it. 2 minus 1 is 1, but the 2 is bigger number, which is negative, so it's -1 minus 5. -1 minus 5 is -6. So we have -6 equals -6. Good. Therefore, they are equivalent. The functions are equivalent.